MsEbonyVee. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and stopping through. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you will enjoy this content and will consider hitting that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. And if you're returning, hey Shug Muffins. Alright y'all, so today we have another human hair slay. So this is a 13x6 body wave HD lace frontal wig. This unit did originally come in the color 613 or blonde. I have her in 28 inches with 200% density. Now this unit does claim to come pre-plucked with baby hairs. Now y'all know me, I love me a good DIY, so I did decide to color this hair on my own. So let's go ahead and dive into, yes, the unboxing, the coloring process, the styling, and the installing of this gorgeous unit here. So my sincere apologies. I have somehow lost the footage of me coloring this hair. I do really apologize. I really wanted to show you that process. But I do have other videos on my channel where I show you how to do the watercolor method. And you can get like an ombre color just like that. I'll try to find that specific video just to show you the coloring process because I use very similar colors for this hair as well. Right now, you just see me adding some layers to the wig. This is something I do regularly with a lot of my wigs. So even though it may have come in 28 inches, it does kind of shrink up the inches a little bit once I finish adding layers to it. Now I'm just going to blow dry the hair just to make sure I get rid of any potential shedding. I typically do this with a lot of my wigs as well, just to make sure there's no straggling hairs laying around. And then I'm going to add some of my BioSilk Silk Therapy before I curl the hair and install the wig. Now I'm going to tint the lace using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation powder in the color 360 Mocha. It's best to use a foundation powder with these lighter wigs than a tinting spray because a tinting spray does bleed a lot heavily on the hair. So yeah, I tend to like to use powder instead of sprays or creams. And now I'm just cutting off the excess lace. This cap is very spacious and it had a little extra lace for my small to medium sized head. So I'm just cutting off that extra so that it actually fits me in my head and around my ear comfortably. Fitting around my ear is very important to me. So that's also a key note that this cap is very spacious and all head friendly. All right, so now that I've hot combed the hair out of the way, I'm ready to install, and I tend to like to install by cutting the lace into 3 sections. I like to work in sections because it just makes it a lot easier. I'm using my bed head adhesive spray because I have intentionally tried to stop using the Eben brand due to that whole controversy. So I am just not a fan of the way that they're treating Black people, so I'd just rather not use their products. So I'm trying to use other products instead of the oh so popular Eben. Now that I have the lace adhered, I'm going to use my melt band to make sure that it adheres in place and melts accordingly. Next, I'm going to work on getting my side part molded in place. I was definitely in a side part mood for this particular wig. And I'm using my She Is Bomb wax stick to make sure that I get that part molded in place. I also like to add it around the hairline and edges just to make sure that is straight as well. So the rest of this process is pretty standard for how I install wigs. So I'm just going to stop rambling and let you continue watching the video. right, y'all, so let's get into my thoughts on this wig. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw out this little disclaimer right now. During my coloring process, this wasn't really the color that I was going for. It just happens to be the color that I ended up with. So, you know, when you do any kind of DIY, it's basically trial and error. You really don't know what you're gonna get, but you have to trust the process and hope for the best. That's pretty much what I did with this unit, y'all. This was not it. But after I have styled her and installed her, like, I'm actually feeling the color payoff. At first, I was just like, nah, this is not what I was going for, but I'm actually enjoying the fall vibes of this. Right, so let me get into the specifics of my experience with the actual wig. So I love the payoff of the wand curl, so that's what I decided to do. This unit did claim to come pre-plucked. However, I did pluck this unit a lot more off camera because that's just what I do. That is just my personal jam. For those who are not in the plucking business, you can skip it if you see fit. I just prefer a little more of a natural hairline where I don't have to do too many swoops, and I feel like that paid off. I didn't have to do a whole lot of swoops on this unit, and I feel like it looks pretty decent. Yeah, so that's pretty much the goal or my intent for this wig. As I mentioned, this unit came in 28 inches. However, I did decide to cut some layers because I'm just a fan of how my curls fall. Adding layers is the best way for them to kind of fall in like a waterfall. So I did add some layers, but it's still got, you know, a pretty good amount of length. 28 inches. I would say it's probably still at about 26 inches, to be honest. I feel like this hair has pretty nice quality. I have no complaints. I glide right through the hair. No tangling. We do got a little shedding though, but it did come in a 613 blonde, which could be the reason for the shedding. You know, the lighter the color, the more it's going to shed. So yeah, it is a little bit of a shedder, but you know, I can live with it. It's not like an overabundance of shedding. So I also love the 13 by 6 parting space. Anything above 13 by 4, I typically love. Like, you can do some serious styling options because you have so much parting space up here. You see I got me a good deep side part, but I still have a little more room to go. Maybe not that much more. Oh yeah, about a good more inch. I got another inch back here I can get through. So yeah, pretty spacious. Like, that's a lot of parting playground, as I like to call it. So you got styling options. You can do some braids, half up, half down, ponytail type ordeal. Styling options, very versatile. All right, y'all, well, that's pretty much all I have for you wonderful people today. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this wig down in the comments below. You know, I want to hear your thoughts. Let's go ahead and chat about it. I thank you all so much for rocking with me today. As I said, I appreciate you as always. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you have not, and I will be sure to catch you beautiful people in the next video. Bye, y'all.